Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Nice to have you here. Today I'm gonna do a video of how I do my dip manicure from start to finish. First, I start off with brushing back my cuticles, as you can see over here. And as you can also see, my nails have something on them. I actually have builder gel on them, and they're a little raggedy because at this point I should have been clipping what's lifting as well as refilling it. But my plan is to soak it off my next mani and just redo the whole thing from start because it's just not sticking the way I want to. So look out for a video coming up on how I do my builder gel. But for now, let's just stick to this. So after I push back my cuticles, I go ahead and take a little ball with my e-file and I just go ahead and go around the cuticle line just to get all the invisible cuticles away, and that way my mani can stick much better. So just stick around, take a look, and I'll be right back. So now that's done, I just take the stiff brush and I get rid of all the little flakies that are left over. I like the stiff brush better, and I use it during my manicures also just because it gets the powder off much better than the soft brushes and it doesn't leave anything behind. So here I am just, getting everything off, making sure everything's nice and clean before I go ahead and prep everything. So what I use is a nail dehydrator just to make sure my surface isn't oily, because otherwise your manicures will lift and it will not be sticking as well. So I go ahead and I apply that to all 5 of my fingers. Okay, after that's done, I go in with my peel base. Now you don't have to use peel base, that's just my preference, so I don't have to soak off my nails afterwards. Now peel base is it's trial and error. You gotta see what works for you. My last manicure, I had to fight with it to get it off because I just put a strip in the middle. So this one, I'm going to go ahead and put it all over my nail, but I'm staying away from my cuticle line. That way, hopefully they can stay a little bit longer, but I don't want them to last for longer than a week. So that's my plan over here. Okay, now that it's all dry, I'm gonna go ahead and start with my nails. So what I'm doing is I'm doing the Rossi. I'm using them. They sent me a complimentary kit just to try out the colors and their liquids. So here I am. I'm gonna let you guys know at the end of the video what I think about them. The color they sent me is really nice, light blue one. It's called Lost and Found. It's going perfect with what I have in mind of what I wanted to do with this little manicure. Okay, so I'm using a cupcake liner because their container they sent me is really small. It would be hard to dip my fingers in it. Now the cupcake liner makes sure I'm not wasting product, that it's not spilling out as I'm dipping in it, and it makes it easier for me to dip. So I'm gonna use their cupcake liner to dip basically. So first thing I do is I go ahead and put a base. I'm gonna be building an apex over here, as you're gonna see. So I put a line in the middle and I go ahead and then dip that into the color. Now you can also dip that into clear and then do the color, whatever works for you. I'm not being very, it's not that serious, so I'm just doing it quickly with the color. So this took me a couple of tries because their liquids dry slowly for me. So once I started rubbing them off with a soft brush, as you can see, it started coming off. Like I said, it's an apex. I'm not that serious about it. I just went ahead and continued with my manicure. So just look over here. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply the base on all of these, and that way I can start dipping them. So I started not on my cuticle line. I start a little bit further down, and then as I do coat after coat, I start moving closer to cuticle line. That way you're also not flooding it. So just take a look over here and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back again. So after I do my first coat, I go ahead and take this water marble tool that one of my friends recommended. and I just go around the cuticle line. Now you don't need to use this. You can use a toothpick, you can use one of those orange sticks, you can use anything that's small and pointy, basically, just to go around. You want to get that nice cuticle line and remove anything that's extra. That way it's not causing you to lift or look imperfect, or you're gonna have to file too much. So whatever makes your life easier, go with it. This works for me, so that's what I do. And I'm just going to continue with the next couple of coats and the rest of my fingers. So keep watching. Okay, so you can see that I'm going to be switching over to pour over method here. With this, it was just easier for me to do that. The cupcake liner and the powder, it was just too shallow in there for me to be dipping my finger in it. So all I do is I just steal a spoon from my son, and I use that to scoop up the powder and pour it over my wet nail. And then, as always, go around the cuticles just to make sure I get all the extra stuff off and to give me a nice finish line. So as you can see, guys, I kind of messed up my nail. So the Rossi, their liquids are very slow drying. I'm not used to that with the other liquids I've been using. I'm used to, you know, dipping my fingers, all of them, and then going ahead and taking it off. With these, I had to wait a little bit, so I messed up a finger. Easy to fix. You just re-dip it. By the time you're done and you're done filing and buffing and making it smooth, you're not even going to be able to tell that it's been fixed. So next, what you want to do is go in with your activator. Now I'm very generous with the activator. That's what makes your nails hard. It's what hardens up the dip. That way you can file it and finish it nicely. So you go ahead and apply that to all your fingers. You wait about 2 minutes for that to harden up, and then from there you can go ahead and file and buff. So stay tuned. Okay, now that we're done and they're nice and hard, we're gonna go ahead and just file up the shape on the sides, just to make sure it's still what I want it to be. Now, I was going for the coffin shape originally. I lost it a long time ago, so we're now going for a square oval look. I can't have the corners nice and square because I scratch my kids with them, so we're going with around the corners. Oh, that's the look it works for me. So we go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to be taking my e-file and filing them and buffing them. Now, you don't have to do that at all. You can always use your regular file to continue to file them. It's whatever works for you the best. But if you do use the e-file, just be very light-handed, you can say. Just be gentle because it's easy to overfile. Very easy to overfile your nails, as I do in this video actually. I also didn't clear cap my nails. What clear capping does is it allows you to buff and file without worrying about taking off your color. The clear protects it. I usually do it for my glitters. I don't always do it for my regular nails. Most people do, but it's a personal preference of what works for you. All right, so now that your nails are filed and buffed and cleaned off from any powder, you take the second coat of your activator and you put it on. Now I don't wait 2 minutes for this one to dry. I put it on all my 5 fingers and I go back to the first one and I wipe them off just to get everything off that was left over. And from there you can go ahead and apply your top coat twice and you're basically done with this mani. But I wasn't done yet. I just wanted to do some snowflakes on it as part of a collab that I was doing, which you can check out on Instagram, and I'll put the hashtag to it on the end of the video. So I wanted to pick up a couple of snowflakes and put them on. So I put them on my 2 middle fingers, my middle finger, my ring finger, as well as my thumb, and stay here as you watch me do it. Now these are from iGel Beauty, and they already have a sticky back to it, so I just put them right on my nail. I didn't have to put a base on top for them to stick, so I just put them right on my nail, and then from there I just put a top coat to secure them in and make sure they stay on my nails. So keep watching. All right, guys, so all the stickers are on, so I go ahead and take the top coat. I'm going to do a quick 2 to 3 swipes on each fingers, just to lock everything in. And you do that on all 5 fingers, and then once that's done, I go back to my first finger and I do a nice slow top coat just to make sure it's shiny, everything's covered. And then from there you just let it dry and you're all done. So now that the top coat is done, this is the final look. Stay tuned for a picture. And if you like this and you want to follow me and see my next couple videos, please hit the subscribe button and I would really appreciate it. Thanks, bye.